Kelsey Grammer, and this is Bob Hope's Funniest Outtakes.
Join us as we bring you the wildest moments between Bob and his guests. Frank Sinatra, Tom Selleck, Johnny Carson.
Holy crap.
Lucille Ball, Garth Brooks, Jack Benny.
That's the lousiest thing I've ever been in.
Roseanne Barr, Barbara Eden, Dolly Parton.
I'm just kidding, Bob.
Burt Reynolds, Brooke Shields, Sammy Davis Jr.
I'm sorry, I got one eye and was looking the other way.
Milton Berle, Red Fox, Lee Marvin, George Burns, Angie Dickinson, Dean Martin.
Are you turning chicken?
I think so.
And many more. All on Bob Hope's Funniest Outtakes. And now, your host, Kelsey Grammer.
I'm on one of the main sound stages at the NBC television studios in Burbank, California. For over 50 years, this studio was home to one of the world's favorite comedians and someone I truly admire, Bob Hope. It was also home to some of TV's funniest outtakes and uncensored screw-ups. Now, when television first started, most comics became famous for the characters they created. But Bob's biggest appeal was just being Bob, an ordinary guy with an extraordinary talent for making people laugh. And he loved every minute of it. He approved the script for his shows, checked the lights, set the camera angles, chose the costumes. But with all his artistic involvement, there were occasions when he would overlook one insignificant little detail.
Hey, how about all those state lotteries that are making big payoffs all over the country? The state of New Jersey has the richest lottery. They just elected a new governor, Monty Hall. A lot of the states don't know how to they don't know how to go about, a lot of the states don't know how to go, a lot of the states really didn't know how to go about giving. Which way do you like it?
You hear that? We're going to be in the movies.
We're gonna be stars.
That's right.
I'm gonna do something no movie star would do. What did I say? I'm gonna do something any movie star would do.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm gonna rent a limousine and go out to some schmaltzy. I'm gonna rent a limousine, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going out to some schmaltzy, fancy Hollywood restaurant and let somebody read this line, will you? Lee, right now, let's see what a bad boy you were in a special of mine in 1971. In this sketch, you played a man on a hospital bed with a terminal illness. You had an illness. Now, listen, maybe later. Right now, let's see what a bad boy you were in a sketch with me in 1971. In this sketch, you played a man and I played a man. Let's forget the whole thing, huh? Why you turning chicken? Me? A man who's been in 5... Me? Are you turning chicken? I think so.
You want to do that line?
No, it's fine. You can have it.
Oh, that was beautiful. If we ever beat this rap, will you do me a favor?
Sure what? Go on your roast?
Yeah. And after the roast, go take some acting lessons.
Probably the best thing I got to meet my wife, Sandy, up there. I just thought she was real good looking, had to ask her out.
You know, you're incredible. After just a few short years, you become one of country music's great country singers. Most sought-off performer. And after just a few short years, you become one of country music's most sought-of performers. I'm sure he'll get it sooner or later. After just a few short years, you become one of country music's most sought-after performers.
Thank you.
In all fairness, Bob wasn't the only one whose train of thought derailed.
Tom, I'd like to hear a little more about High Road to China.
Oh, bless you. Well, see, Can you say that again?
Very high. That's good. That's good. Tom, I'd like to hear a little more about High Road to China.
Well, bless you. I play this airplane pilot in World War I who's stuck in Europe. No, that's wrong, too.
You know, we're building.
I know.
We're getting good stuff for the Carson show, anyway.
Yeah.
We're the Happiness Boys. I'm Ernie.
And I'm confused because I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I got one eye and it was looking the other way. Where are you going, fellas?
One day I came home. It was just a couple of lines earlier.
Okay, good.
All
and
right.
then one day I came... You're putting the whole speech up, guys.
Back. You don't need it. Back.
And then one day I came home. One more. Thank you, sir.
Okay, stand by.
There are going to be colored people in your neighborhood when you get home.
Barney, tell him how late he is, Barney.
Working on a Bob Hope production was one of the most sought-after jobs in Hollywood. The directors, the cameramen, the stagehands, all knew they were in for a freewheeling, laugh-filled good time, even if some of the laughs were on them.
What was wrong with the reading? What was wrong with it?
It's just something that punctuation was
Again? Huh? Since his series on television?
That's a new sentence.
Oh, isn't that swell? Who wants it that way? You don't have, just give me his initials. You know what happens if you miss one little thing, you know? You do 8,000 jokes if you miss one little line. The writer runs from the other side and says, he didn't tell it good, he didn't tell it good, he didn't tell it good. You know, they go in there and throw up and everything. Oh, it's murder. Look at the most sensitive writers. Only because they never get out. Ready?
Yeah.
Just react as you did before. Oh, you didn't, did you?
Bob, why don't you start with the Patty Bates joke?
Why don't we go back to where I made up? What the hell's the matter with you?
Okay, Bob, you're looking at Bob. All right, now look down at the audience.
Down at him.
Not in my audience. They're way up in the sky.
Okay, now, Bob, if you give us a reaction to Bobby.
I'm just nervous.
Now something we can use.
Yeah. It's the last time I'm using you, I'll tell you that.
Promises, promises.
It's so funny.
Bob, when you appear on my show, it's in Hollywood.
Excuse me, Bob, can I stop you just a moment?
No. What's the matter?
Makeup.
Makeup for who?
Makeup, please. For you, Bob.
Well, for where? Where?
No, just the hair.
The hair. What'd I do? Leave it in the dressing room or something? What the hell is that? What hair?
I've got hair I haven't even used yet.
Ready?
Never wear blue when I wear blue.
2102, pick up. Here's this.
Yeah, I know it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you
2103,
correct me. I don't
pick
want
up.
you to correct me.
Just back.
But I don't want you to correct me. You're the clapper boy. Just clap your thing and stay out of my act.
In this takeoff of a classic TV commercial, steam is supposed to come out of Bob's ears.
That's some spicy meatballs. you don't know the best part. The wind went right through my head.
Take 311.
That's some spicy meatballs. This is a hell of a time to weld, I'll tell you that. Something's happening, folks. Because my neck is getting hot. What's a little emphysema blow, you fool? All right, don't waste it, don't waste it. Roll fast.
Take 312.
If this screws up anymore, real steam might come out of Bob's ears. And finally, just when they get the prop to work,
That's some spicy meatballs.
yep, Bob Hope's crew really had a feeling of family, especially when Frank Sinatra was a guest.
Well, we gotta pick it up right on that thing because we'll never get that laugh again. How often can you fool an audience?
Bob, why don't you go through that joke just to get to the
Oh, the hell with that. No.
Just the end of it. Just the end of it, so you're in the right position.
No, let him just do the thing. Hell with that. No, sir, boy. I get a little different when I got the mafia on my side, you notice? Lock up, boy.
With 50 years of TV specials to choose from, believe me, Bob Hope's funniest outtakes is just getting started.
Coming up, uncensored moments with your favorite stars.
It's just like my wife. There's sometimes you can't take it from the top. You know what I mean?
You're clean.
Yeah. You better try it again, huh? That's not dirty. That's not dirty. They use that. No, yeah, well, all right.
All when Bob Hope's funniest outtakes returns.
Family specials were among the first to be broadcast in spectacular living color. But what never made it into America's living rooms was occasionally even more colorful.
Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Hold what? At my age, I got nothing to hold.
Right, they want you to take it from the top.
Naturally, they do.
Those guys would always, they're just like my wife. There's sometimes you can't take it from the top. You know what I mean?
Hey, I can't stay too long. I just came to collect the reward.
Okay, creep. Up against the wall.
What?
Hands behind your back.
Yeah.
Spread your feet.
Yeah.
One false move and you'll match the rest of your nose. You're clean.
Yeah. You better try it again, huh?
Now Angie really gets into her part. And some of Bob's parts, too. This actress seems eager to share Bob with the world.
Okay, Buster, come here. Let's have a look at your feathers. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, wait a
Help me
minute.
undress it.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look, wait a minute. Look. Oh, Dad. Wait a minute. One more inch and we could release this as a picture. Oh, my God.
I think I've done it.
Oh, God. Oh, but you don't know what the zipper did to me just now.
Here it's Bob who reveals a little something about Lucy.
Well, we got to do that again then, because did I go down there too far, do you think? Huh? Not for you, but do you think for the audience? Hello, baby.
I don't think so.
No, I'm serious. Did I go too far? wear Paris garters.
30 years later, Lucy and Bob are still getting frisky.
I've ever worked with who could hug a girl and practice his golf swing at the same time.
Can you blame me with a gorgeous gal like you in my arms? What better way to learn to keep your head down, will you tell me? But looking back now... That's so funny, we might not use it. But looking back now, it's hard to believe that I Love Lucy almost didn't... But looking back now, it's almost hard to believe that I Love Lucy almost didn't get on the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Some of Bob's funniest ad-libs take a while to sink in, even for Bob.
Well, I'm afraid I have bad news. It's his liver. I'll have to operate, you know.
But you're a brain surgeon.
Then I'll go in through his ear.
I hope he has a long middle finger. No, that's not going to work, is it? No, I thought I'd help it. I thought I would help it, that's all. That's not dirty. That's not dirty. They use that... No, I get... Yeah, well, all right.
College football's Heisman Trophy is given out only once each year. Bob's version is given once in a lifetime.
Yes, sir. Bo's another returnee to the All-American. This year's Hyman. Can I tell you something? Very few people won the Hyman Award.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, long answer.
In these sketch outtakes, Bob has quit NBC and turns to Johnny Carson for moral support.
Of course, there have been a few discouraging little incidents.
Yeah, like what?
Well, they took my footprints out of Grauman's Chinese to make room for the pig on Green Acres.
Well, that's terrible, Bob. I mean, after all, you're a much bigger ham.
I hear you sleep on a hook at night, too.
Put an ER on there and you got it made. She used to hook
Saying I got
eyes.
the hooky and who to hook it out. I can just see you picking up the phone and saying, hey, I'm solidly behind the other comedians, so you can take your peacock and stuff it.
Bob! Hold it. You know what that is? This is a hotline direct to the president of the NBC television network. Hello, it's Johnny Carson. Yeah. Anybody there?
Yes, I heard you. I heard everything. You're fired.
Holy crap.
Now we are. I want to tell you. Holy crap. You're in the crapper, John.
In this sketch, Debbie Reynolds is denying that Bob is a cheapskate. The outtake seems to disagree.
For instance, instead of paying me cash for appearing on the show, he gave me something he said is priceless.
Debbie, I'm sorry, we had something crash. I don't know what it was.
It was a fork in my pants. And they rented these suckers. Now, where do you think they've been? I swear to God, it's a fork. It's a fork. I was forked on the Bob Hope Show.
We'll be back with more of your favorite stars in never-before-seen moments that I'll bet they wish it stayed that way.
Coming up, some wild times with some wild life.
Boy, this is really something. I wonder who said it.
And your favorite stars in some really behind-the-scenes screw-ups.
There's a hell of a draft. Will you shut the door in the back?
I don't want to say the prop man is prejudiced, but most of the smoke is coming this way.
Oh, when Bob Hope's funniest outtakes returns.
Through. But Bob loved to have them on his shows. Probably because they had something in common. The animals and Bob got their biggest laughs by doing what came naturally.
Goodness, what is this? Well, oh, I tell you, he did a little caca on my picture. That's what you think of the sketch, huh? I'd turn away, too, if I were you.
Did you hear the one about the funniest man in the world?
Who's that?
He's the prison warden who put tax in... Yeah. The duck threw me off. I saw that duck moving.
And they think they lay eggs.
Yeah.
Sir, just arrived for you.
This inquisitive pachyderm brightens the day for Bob and Red Fox.
I hope you tipped the mailman who delivered it.
I couldn't, sir. The ambulance left too fast.
He may be with the CIA, I'm not sure. Boy, this is really something. I wonder who sent it.
And at this time, Lassie, romance comes into your life and you fall in love with your leading man. Here he is with us tonight, that popular playboy Rudolph the Warm-Nosed Airedale, right there. Pretty bored about the whole thing.
The other showbiz rule is don't work with kids. As Morgan Fairchild, Bob, and Brooke Shields are about to find out.
Oh, here they are now.
Oh, the little
Hey,
darling.
how about that? Hi, baby. There goes the scene. Hello, baby. Kid wants more money. That's the audience has just got to laugh.
Bob loved to take shots at himself, especially his movie career. Like, it's Academy Award time again, or as they call it at my house, Passover. But that didn't stop him from hosting the Oscar show 17 times, or from including a lavish send-up of the most current hit in almost every one of his specials. Everything about these sketches was over the top. The costumes, the sets, the guest stars, and especially the screw-ups.
As long as we're being honest, there are two things. That's your line.
That's my
Glad we stopped. My tights were falling off anyway. There's a hell of a draft. Will you shut the door in the back? I think these were Mickey Rooney's tights. I'm not sure. I'm just not in them far enough.
This showboat sketch goes down like the Titanic.
What's your game?
Well, we'll flip a coin. My coin. This time there ain't gonna be no trickery, and I'll have an even chance. You game? Mm-hmm. All right. back to radio? We'll flip a coin. My coin. This time there ain't gonna be no tricky, and I'll have trickany.
Thank
you very much. I really don't deserve this, Oscar. Mr. Dillon! Oh, my God.
For this Tarzan rehearsal, Bob is watching from the control room.
I don't want to say the prop man is prejudiced, but most of the smoke is coming this way. If the wind don't blow that way, there'll be troops in front of this building tomorrow. When they say born, baby, born, they don't mean born the baby.
Nipsey, we arranged that so we knew it wouldn't hurt your makeup.
You can laugh, but when we started, this was Peter Lawford.
Here's a quiz. In this Robin Hood takeoff, is the problem going to be with Bob's prop or Roseanne's costume?
All right, I'll go first. You're through.
Sorry, sire.
Well, if you said both.
A bullseye!
One of my favorite things Bob did was the growl. I used to practice it over and over because, well, I thought it'd come in handy someday. And I was right. Don't even think about changing that channel. Wow.
Coming up, Bob and some of his closest friends.
So's your old man. That's the line they gave me.
I'd like a rabies shot.
And a very personal moment.
That's much better. Frequent emptying of the bladder.
We'll be back with more of Bob Hope's funniest outtakes here on NBC.
Produced several songs that became instant classics. Buttons and Bows, the Christmas favorite, Silver Bells, and of course, Bob's theme song, Thanks for the Memory. Bob's TV specials had a few memorable musical numbers too, but for a completely different reason.
Gee, but it's great after staying out late, walking my way back home. Arm in arm with them.
You believe this? I don't believe it. What are you gonna do about that? Huh? What do you do? Leave it in.
Leave it in.
What's worse than a stagehand with bad timing? A sound effects man with no timing. Wherever there was a good cause that needed a hand, Bob Hope was there, often traveling as many as 20,000 miles in a week. And at the end of his TV show tapings, the cue card man would have a stack of public service announcements for Bob to read, sight unseen, and while the subject was serious, the atmosphere often wasn't. Like this debate over how to phrase a medical warning sign.
Is this going to be on the station for the people?
Yes, sir.
Frequent, huh?
Like to do it
It's going to change my fan mail, I'll tell you that.
You change this line frequent treatment to frequent emptying of the bladder.
Oh, you can change that? That's much better. Frequent emptying of the bladder. I don't know who's rewriting, but we'll soon be arrested any minute. You're not going to do that, are you? I think the other thing is better. Because you could be going to the bathroom just to wash your hands. I'm serious. I wouldn't say frequent emptying of the bladder. You want to say that? I don't care. I mean, I'm leaving the country. Call the New England USO in Boston today at 720-4949 and tell them Bob Hope sent you. They get about 3 calls. Hey, hi, this is Bob Hope. I'll be performing at the national finals of the American Collegiate Talent Showcase in the Pan American Center at New Mexico State University on April 14th. Don't miss an exciting evening of entertainment, laughter, and fun. You'll see the 7 best collegiate entertainers in America compete for top honors, plus my entire show. Don't miss the magic April 14th at 8 p.m. See you there. Why the hell am I going there?
In this promo for the Emmys, all Bob has to do is say one word.
The Hey, Jack, we gotta print that. I'll never believe you can get that big a laugh with thee. We gotta show the audience loud, they'll swear we dubbed it. Where are we on some of those jokes? You tell a whole funny joke and you turn and say thee and you go, wow!
Bob, can we do that once again?
No, I can't. It tires me.
Laugh and the world laughs with you. Screw up on a Bob Hope special, the world laughs at you.
Coming up, more outrageous moments with your favorite stars.
Love you.
He cut me.
God damn, I thought that was my best joke.
Understand, Bob?
We'll be back with more of Bob Hope's funniest outtakes here on NBC.
One of the signatures of the almost 300 specials that Bob did for NBC was his opening monologue. 5 minutes of lightning-fast jokes that seemed to jump right out of that day's headlines, which is exactly what they did. Even though he may have shot the songs and comedy sketches weeks in advance, Bob's monologue was left till the last possible moment, keeping the jokes topical and fresh, and untried, and unrehearsed.
And if they don't stop this meat inflation soon, a cow is going to be worth as much as a college basketball player. That's a hell of a funny nothing, isn't it, huh? You can be wrong once in a while, you know. You know, the person who wants to give everybody anything they want is called Santa Claus. In Washington, he's called a liberal Democrat. That's what he's called in Washington. It's tough for them to act together because baseball players are all individualists. The last thing they agreed on was Mamie Van Doren.
God damn, I thought that was my best joke.
And Cher, she wears costumes on stage that cover nothing but the technicalities. When she slips into a new costume, some of her slips out of it before they put it back. When she slips out of a new costume, part of her slips out of it, then into it. Yeah, put it back. When she slips out of a new costume, more of her slips out of it than into it. Throw it away.
On his way to becoming America's favorite comic, Bob did make a few side trips. He started out as a boxer, a talent that's evident in these outtakes of Bob doing a little unscripted sparring with his guest stars.
You ruined my entire act.
You weren't helping it either, brother.
If you wouldn't eat so damn much, you could read the lines, you know. That's all you're getting.
That's all I'm getting for the show, you know.
What? You have a search warrant?
Do I have a search warrant? What, are you kidding me? You keep it up and you're gonna wind up with this big guy handcuffed to him, doing an old Tony Curtis movie, skipping through the swamps. How do you like that? Am I right, big guy? I love you.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I got snake bite. Oh. That crazy, no-good, rotten mad dog killer? Yeah. Tell him we're sold out.
You tell him yourself, boss. He's right behind you.
I'd like a rabies shot.
Occasionally, Bob's guests landed a few punches. First in the ring, Italian actress Verna Lisi.
You know, I really loved to work with Anthony Quinn. Did you adore him?
I'll be honest, I liked you better.
I'm glad for you. Don't you think?
Wait a minute, that's an outside zinger. Wait a minute here. Honey, just read what's on the cards, will you? You bring somebody in with you? What do you got? You couldn't have a writer in there. You must.
Here it's Bob versus Dolly Parton.
Dr. Dolly on the line. Can I help you?
Doctor, I'm desperate. I have to get some sleep.
Well, what's keeping you awake?
My own snoring keeps me awake all night, all through the night. What can I do?
Well, honey, I think that I know who this is calling, and if you really need to get some sleep, why don't you try watching some of those old movies of yours? I'm just kidding, Bob.
Here, Bob goes 3 rounds with another comic heavyweight, Jack Benny.
Don't steam me, boy, unless you're tired of having your nose in the same old place.
You don't scare me, Buster. He cut me.
All the excitement.
How about this kid here? This kid wants to play fiddle in here. This pumpkin roller.
Pumpkin roller? So's your old man. That's the line they gave me. So I've been rehearsing it all day. Couldn't wait till I got here. So's your old man.
He thought it fit you so well. So I'll tell you one thing. What? You know what happened to the last guy that came between me and my girl?
No, what happened to the last guy that came between you and your girl?
He's in the hospital, and the cat's so big it's got a barbecue pit. That's the line they gave me.
That's the one they tried to give me.
The minute my back's turned, you make a pass at my Rosie, huh?
Fingers, please.
This is the lousiest thing I've ever been in.
And we certainly cast right for it.
We'll be right back with more of Bob Hope's funniest outtakes.
He was a military man, one of the millions of soldiers who served in World War II, and was eternally grateful for Mr. Hope's dedication to all the men and women in the armed services. In Gordon's eyes, Bob Hope could do no wrong. Well, as we've seen tonight, that's not exactly true. But even Bob's mistakes are pretty darn funny. He'd always end his TV specials with his theme song, but with a few appropriate lyric changes. For this special, we decided not to mess with success. Thanks for the memories, the punchlines with no punch, the skits that hit the skids, the reasons we should never work with animals or kids. We thank you so much. We'd also like to give a special thanks to all of Bob's guest stars who didn't mind us showing them with scrambled egg all over their face. But most of all, to Bob. Thanks for the memories when everything goes wrong. It's getting hard to cope. You taught us how to laugh it off with 50 years of hope. We thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
NBC Wednesday, the first of 4 all-new web